time. Hello, Bronco fans, football fans, and fans of all sports. I didn't do this last week, so I'm out of practice. Let me try that again. Hello, Bronco fans, football fans, and sports fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz. Spence, kick us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Bronco fans, welcome to Broncos Buzz with our host, Bronco Bill, your co-host, Spencer Smith, otherwise known as Kona Spence, where we talk about Broncos, football, all things sports, and we definitely appreciate his comments, my comments, your comments in the chat. This is Broncos Buzz. On tonight's episode, can someone get arrested twice in 1 week for the same exact thing? Can you believe there are two teams that might be better than us defensively? I don't. And of course, we get peace, tranquility, and stability for 5 years. That and so much more on tonight's episode. Bill, I am over at the baseball field where my son is because the coach moved all the practices around. My kids got it. My daughter has to go to dance. My son has to go here. And the people at the Canyon Country Little League here in Santa Clarita have been gracious enough to let me use their office, which is probably about 120 degrees right now. So we improvise.
So let me ask you this. What kind of charm or how much money did you put under the table so they would let you use their facility? And I know you're on the phone, right?
No, I'm on my computer.
What? I thought you were on a son of a gun. So how did all this transpire? How did this happen?
Well, when you do a lot of volunteering and you keep keep for a lot of games, you have a little favor with the leadership here. So
you get perks. You get the inside perks. That's what that is.
Wish I got more perks, but I'll take what I can get.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Sweet, man. Well, good. I'm glad you made it. I know it was nip and tuck, so to speak, that you might or might not make the show. I was ready to go live, but like I mentioned the last time we did the show a couple weeks ago, that I really do enjoy having a co-host as opposed to being solo because of the interaction. It just feels more comfortable. But it's great, man. It's great. Other than that, how's your week been?
Just steaming hot. I don't know about you. It got up to 100 today in Canyon Country in Santa Clarita.
92 here. 92. And before we get started, and before we give out the sponsorship that we're doing tonight, we're doing actually let's get the sponsorship first. We're doing Charlize. Wait a minute, hang on. Right here it is. Charlize Creations. That's not it. That's not it either. Come on, Bill. Charlize Creations. And grateful and thankful for there we go. Grateful and thankful for her being a sponsor. Check it out. Father's Day is around the corner. Graduation already happened. There is a lot of things she does. She does shirts, she does hats, she does children things, she does infants, all kinds of things. Click on that QR code. Click on a QR code. Make sure you type in Broncos Buzz 20 to get a 20% discount on $50 or more spent. But if you don't spend $50, you still get discount. You just don't get the full 20%. That being said, guys, check it out. She does amazing work. She does amazing ideas. It's faith-based. It's equestrian-based. And it's also military and America-based. So no matter what you're looking for, we just had Memorial Day weekend a while back. Now we got Father's Day coming up. Please check it out. It's Chalise Creations by Cindy Rhoda. She's an amazing woman. Do us all a favor and yourself. Go and click on the QR code and check out her products that she has. You won't be disappointed, guys. All right. Before we get to the main topic, I'm going to leave that up there just for momentarily so people can check it out. By the way, a big shout out to my brother-in-law, Rudy, who cannot be on the show tonight. Why? Because he's driving from California to South Carolina. He picked up a car. He flew over here a couple weeks ago, picked up a car, did some work on the car and everything, driving back to South Carolina. He left yesterday morning, drove all day, stopped, kind of rested a little bit, said, hey, man, I can't sleep. I want to keep driving. I want to get home. He is now somewhere in Alabama, approaching Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. And he's planning on making it home either by midnight tonight or really early in the morning. Congratulations, Rudy. They do this. He's doing it by himself, solo. That's nice. Crazy. Man. That's crazy.
No. Hey, I would personally, you know what? I do it at least once a year to Colorado. That's about 830 miles to my parents' house. It's an 11.5-hour drive. I love doing it over the Rockies. So, Rudy, big ups to you.
I know he's listening. He said he would be listening to the show while he's driving. He can't text in or anything like that, but he said he'd be listening. So cool. So Rudy, that one for you, my friend. Drive safe, be safe, drive safe, and enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. All right. Let's get to the chat. I'll keep the comments up there real quick or through the chat process. Go ahead and bring those up, Spence.
Sure. David Yonkin starts us out. In my opinion, any one player from any sport commits DV, we'll get into that, should never be allowed to play the game they love. It's time to cut ties with Cooper. Yeah, we'll get into that, definitely. And Brad,
yep.
Good to hear from you. Good evening, Bronco country. It's 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 6 in the mountain where my mom and dad is. 7 where my nephew Dylan is, who's watching. So floppy sealed to Dylan. He loves it when I say that.
And 8 o'clock where Rudy is, somewhere in Alabama.
There we go.
Almost Georgia.
It can only mean one thing. It's time for Broncos Buzz, the only Broncos podcast that matters, with the greatest host on the planet, Bronco Bill and Spence. Brad, thank you so much. Wow. Really appreciate this.
Wow.
We do this for the fun and the joy of it and to get everybody involved. We're not looking to make big tons of money and anything like that. We do this for the joy.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
The joy comes first. Yeah, hey, absolutely. If someone from Fox Sports calls us and wants to sponsor us, hey.
No, but I will echo what Spence says. You know, I've been doing this for about almost 5 years, and I would not keep doing it if I didn't enjoy it. And I will tell you guys something. Last week, neither Spence nor I could make the show. He had things going on. I had my wife and I had to go over to our son's house. Nothing serious, just going there, visit and things. But I was helping her get things ready. And by the time I looked up, it was like 3:45. I said, "There is no way I could do this show. I'm not even ready. I have to put family first." So I called Mike up and said, "Hey, guy, I can't do it." He goes, "No problem, man. No problem. It's all good." But I'll tell you. But the reason why I told you that story is because I looked at the time and I go, it's 5 o'clock. I should be doing the show. And I felt empty. I really felt empty. I felt like I let everybody down. So we're back. We're back today. So here we are, guys.
All right. And I was working as the standard bearer chairman for the women's U.S. Open that was won by Nelly Corda. And I had a fun time. It was some challenges, learning a different system than what I use at the Genesis Invitational, but I had a good time overall. I had a lot of kids who were very excited to be standard bearers, and so we made the best of the situation and had fun with it.
Did you do you get to meet Nelly Cordes at all?
No, I almost wasn't going to do this show. The last day I felt so worn out, exhausted, overwhelmed, like I was going to get sick, which I did the first 3 days this week. So
really,
yeah.
Oh, so the tournament ended last weekend.
The tournament started last Thursday and ended on Sunday. And there were 3 days that I had to be there at like 4:15 in the morning. And on those 3 days, I didn't leave the course until like 9:15 at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a beatdown, dude. That's an absolute beatdown.
Beatdown for my age.
Yeah, not good at all. All right. So we found out how your week was, and we know how I'm good on my side. Let's get into the very first topic. David Yonkin touched on it briefly by saying that Cooper should not remain on the Broncos. Well, let's get into that topic. All right. Jonathan Cooper last week was arrested along with his ex-girlfriend on domestic violence. He said he just put his head up against hers to keep her from grabbing his phone. She's accusing him of cheating on her. Wait a minute. If you're an ex, can you still cheat on an ex? How do you still cheat on an ex if it's an ex? Anyways, so they both were arrested. Okay, that's bad enough, because he said he pleads not guilty. Says he wants a trial by jury.
Yep.
But he may have just stuck his foot in his mouth. Here's the reason why. Here's the second arrest. Huh? A second arrest? Oh, yeah. Here it is. Jonathan Cooper's had a court hearing this morning. Why? Because he was arrested a second time yesterday. Here it is. But he was released on $5,000 PR bond. I don't know what PR means, but that's what it says on the article. Judge Solomon denied the DA's request for an ankle monitor and ruled Cooper did not violate the existing protection order, but strengthened it to full contact. Exception. The church, what am I reading this right? The charge both he and his girlfriend attended. Cooper must stay 50 feet away from her from now on. Listen to this. Per the arrest affidavit, Cooper knocked on his ex-girlfriend's door for 10 minutes yesterday and sent 20 messages earlier that day. Her attorney said some messages requested sexual content after she was assaulted. Cooper's attorney called her fear sensationalism. So now it's back and forth. He said, she said. Listen to this. This is very strong. Cooper cannot leave Colorado without prior court approval. This condition that could affect the Broncos preseason schedule in August. All right. Now, that being said, Spence, my comment on this, and you know how I feel about these domestic violence issues.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. First off, she said one thing. She said he picked her up, slammed her against the wall, and then threw her on the floor numerous times. He said he just put his head against her head to keep her from looking at his phone, that she accused that she wanted to see his text messages to a so-called person of interest, in her words, where he he cheated on her. Here's my thought. First and foremost, Jonathan Cooper is an idiot, in my opinion. I mean, you got arrested one time. Why do you go back and make it worse? Why do you do this? I have been in a situation where I was like, I got to clear this up. I got to clear this up. You don't do violence. You don't even if you are not supposed to be somewhere, you don't go to that place that you're not supposed to be. People do it all the time. The problem I have with this is Jonathan Cooper is a really good NFL linebacker. What do the Broncos do? Do the Broncos do the right thing? And I know he's innocent till proven guilty, and I understand if he wants a trial that things are going to come out, and maybe he will be exonerated. But until that point in time, do the Broncos suspend him? Does the NFL suspend him? Or does everything just stay status quo? What's up?
So this is one of those dual antagonists going after each other. Essentially, these two have been on and off for years. And at this point in time, they were off. So she went after confronted him about infidelity when they were supposedly not on, they were off, and grabbed his phone, threw it against the wall, grabbed it, tried to go through it, and he grabbed it back from her, and they got into a fight. So she's the instigator. He overreacted. Unfortunately, he's going to be at blame. The second one hasn't been fully confirmed yet, where he went after her. That's going to be the one that's going to land him in the most trouble. What do the Broncos do? I think everybody's got to let this play out. Now, if we get to a situation where the trial hasn't started come August or come September, and he needs permission to leave the state, the question becomes for management, are you going to put up the bond, or are you going to put up the responsibility of maintaining him in a sequestered state while he's out of the state of Colorado? That's the decision the Denver Broncos have to make. Is he that valuable of an asset? My personal opinion.
Good point.
My personal opinion right now is let's wait and see, and let's wait and see, let's wait and see. But we're coming to the beginning of August, and this matter hasn't been resolved. He signed in 2024. He signed a 4-year, $60 million contract.
Yeah,
it's a $15 million cap hit. That's a tough decision. I mean, he's valuable.
And do the Broncos stick their neck out? Does George Payton stick his neck out and say, "Yeah, we'll make sure he's okay"? And then for some reason he slips away and does something. That's on the Broncos.
Exactly. And so that's the business acumen decision that the Broncos have to make. Is he that valuable of an asset that you're willing to risk not just civil action, but criminal action, potentially against the Denver Bronco organization to protect this individual?
Yeah, to protect him. So here's my other question. And that is, the Broncos have always had a forthright way about them. They don't keep cancer in the locker room.
No.
Do you think that they ban him from the facility while this is going on? Do you think they take a hard stand? Because if they allow him back and he's with his co-workers and his teammates and his buddy, and he's rubbing shoulders with this and on the practice field and all of that while this is going on, and then they find out, things are worse, then it looks like they were. It's a fine line, because innocent till proven guilty. So do you go to the extreme, or do you welcome him back in the locker room? That's the issue that I have. I don't know which side of the fence to go on.
I would if I'm Peyton right now, I would tell Jonathan Cooper, go resolve this now. Whatever you have to do to resolve this now, right away. Take care of the criminal aspect. You and I both know that she was the antagonist in some way, shape, or form, because Cooper has not had a history of doing this. So somehow, and based on all the reports, she was the antagonist out of all this and got him to react. So now, is she playing the gold digger role right now to get money out of him, to get fame, to get fortune, to get accolades? It is a mess.
And I would think about it. If she's an ex, she's going to want to take anything and everything she can from him.
Bingo. So I would just tell Jonathan Cooper, take some time, spend every minute you can of your day to solve and resolve with this. Work with the DA, be frank, be honest, show some contrition. If you are blame or at fault, try to negotiate down something, some kind of deal, but resolve this quickly and efficiently.
Yeah. No, good point. Good point. And you know what? I completely spaced out. Like I said, I haven't done this in a week or in 2 weeks. Completely, ouch. That felt bad. Completely forgot to do the Jackass of the Week because that's who he was. I have it written down right here.
I thought it was for someone else.
No, I was going to do that. Do you have information on it? Because I scratched
Oh,
that.
yeah. I have information on the second DV.
Okay, because I did not dig into that too deep because once again, I didn't know if you were going to be able to be on the show, and then when you said you possibly could or probably would be, and you need to cut it at a certain time, then I thought, okay, I'll cut some things out, and that was one of them that I cut out. So that being said,
hang on 1 second here. Brad chimed in. I don't want to be that guy, but it doesn't matter if he's on our team or not. But we are being honest with ourselves. We need to let him go because we don't need him, because we don't need that BS.
I agree.
Again, that's a fair point, Brad, but this is where the business acumen decision of Peyton needs to come in. Is he a valuable asset enough to defend? And was Jackson or Jonathan Cooper the instigator in all this? Was he the one who went out of his way to start all this, or was he?
No, but he went out of his way the second time. But he went out of his way the second time. That's where he's wrong. He's wrong in both. He's wrong in both, but he's wrong to go back.
Right. And exactly. And if he had instigated that second one, he might be in bigger trouble than I think we both want to admit. But that's where I would say, Jonathan Cooper, go fix it now. Don't go out partying with the boys. Don't go to the bars. Don't go to the nightclubs. Don't respond to any text messages. Get your attorney over to the district attorney's office. Resolve it now.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
And we root for the best. Hey, root for the best outcome for both him and the Broncos.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, George, I did throw that paper away. I got it. I was going to give you that name of the one that I didn't do the research on. I did some, so I do know something. But all right, so
Mr. Jackson.
Oh yeah. Alaric?
Yep.
Here we go. So that being said, let's jump into what should have been the Jackass, the second Jackass of the week. And actually, this one's worse. This one's worse. This is a felony. So here we go, guys. This week's Jackass of the week.
They're coming for you, Jackson. Oh, I just heard him go down the street.
You suck, you jackass.
So, Alaric Jackson, he's a Rams player, right?
Right. Okay. Offensive lineman.
Yep. was arrested on a felony battery.
Yep.
That is serious. Now, not defending Cooper, but just saying Cooper's was a misdemeanor. This is a felony. This one carries serious, serious consequences. Spence, bring us the details.
So essentially, he was arrested for felony domestic violence with the action of a person who willfully inflicts corporal injury. Let me read that one more time. A person who willfully inflicts corporal injury. So Jackson was sued by a woman for having sex for videotaping her having sex without consent, and then used that videotape to taunt her and to threaten her and they can't prove it yet, potentially blackmail her.
Okay, so basically you're saying he raped her. Without consent.
No, it was consensual sex, but it was after that he started taunting her. Then it got physical, and then it got I'm not going to get descriptive after that. The reason it came to this was because Jackson was taunting, teasing, possibly blackmailing, possibly doing everything else, saying, "Hey, I've got this video of us having sex. I'm going to post it all over the internet. I'm going to show it to all your friends."
Unless what did he want from her? Why would he do that? Is she rich? Is she famous?
Money. I could not find why he did it, whether it was for money or whether it was for more action or
how about this? Just being a freaking jackass. How about that? How about that? Just being stupid and a jackass.
This is that mountain that I say you get to the height of. He is in the height of a potential Super Bowl team, starting offensive tackle, could lead the Rams to a Super Bowl at the height of his athletic ability right now. And he thinks, I'm invincible. I could do whatever I want. Hey, I got a video of you having sex. Let's have more or else, threatening like that. And of course, leading to the consequences.
All right. So I'm going to make this a little personal between me and you. And I can dare say, because you have a very beautiful wife, I dare say you have game, if you know what I mean. Anybody out there know what that means? Means that that you know how to attract a woman. Okay, so you got game. I got game. Okay, these guys don't have any game, and I ain't talking football game or athletic game. I'm talking they ain't got no game to be able to I don't know, date a woman without freaking beating her up or blackmailing her. Or, I know it's a control thing. It's kind of like when some military people come out of the military, and they still have that mentality. I know some of them that I work at the golf course, and they're very, very condescending and demanding and whatnot. I get that to a certain degree, but they've never gotten physical. But I mean, come on. If you don't have game.
It's a power and control game. And there are people who care more about doing the right thing or care more about power and control than doing the right thing. I'll give you an example. Before you and I had met, I had an incredible job with a nonprofit organization in optometry, had a great business director job. There was an associate director who cared more about power and control and manipulation than doing the right thing. Eventually, she convinced my boss that I needed to get laid off because the boss could do more than I could. Well, it backfired on my boss, and now she is in charge, the director. It's the choice. I had a famous CEO, I'll never say, who gave me some great advice. in the corporate workforce, there's one of two people: the ones who care more about power, control, and being in charge of everything, or the person who cares more about doing the right work and the culture of your employees. Which one are you going to be?
Yep.
I always believe, hard work leads to bigger rewards. Good team leads to successful organizations.
Yep.
This
Eventually, what a person does illegally, immoral, criminal is going to get caught. Eventually, they're going to get caught. And is it really worth it? No.
Yeah, and Jackson cares more. This situation proves he cares more about the power and control he has. Now, I'm not going to get into more detail, but if this is some part of his upbringing, then that's something he has to deal with. But there is going to be some very serious repercussions, and the Rams are going to have to make a very painful and hopefully correct decision on this.
Yep. And speaking, before we do that, Jack Kidder!
Yeah!
What is up? The Bill and Spence cheers. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Glad to be back in the saddle, so to speak. Speaking of Charlie's creations, back in the saddle. Glad to be back after 2 weeks. So glad you guys are in the chat. Glad you're giving us your comments. Hope everybody is enjoying summer. Well, school's out for a lot of kids across this great land of ours. And I went to our grandson's graduation this past Wednesday.
Nice.
Graduated 8th grade at the age of 14. Ooh-wee. Man, 14. I can't believe he's 14. Anyways, that's a shout out to my grandson, Julian. Julian, congratulations on a 3.8 grade point average. Congratulations.
Well done.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Very, very, very proud of him. And our granddaughter is going into 4th grade. And really, really happy for her. I believe they don't do grade point average in elementary, but she did all the necessary work she needed to do. So she's doing quite well also. So that's awesome. Really, really happy for her. Valerie and
Congratulations.
Joanne, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. All right. Speaking of the Rams, how would you like to be this guy? Okay, we're not talking. Oh, maybe should we back out of the jackass of the week or just let it go?
Let it go.
All right. So, how would you like to be this guy? And now you're wearing the blue and gold. And I ain't talking about Chargers. How about being this guy? Going from, well, let's just get into it. The Cleveland Browns have traded NFL Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett to the LA Rams. Holy smoke. You talk about winning the lotto? Holy crap. Yeah, winning the lotto for this guy was being traded from Cleveland to the Rams. He just went from the basement to the pinnacle, literally, because the Rams are now favored to win the Super Bowl. Boo. But anyways, I'm sorry, all you Rams fans, but we're Bronco fans, so that's what we want. Anyways, let me continue. In return, Cleveland gets pass rusher. Oh, this guy must be pissed. Jared Verse. He must be going. Anyways, pass rusher Jared Verse, 2027 first round pick, 2028 second round pick, and 2029 third round pick. So, yes, Myles Garrett is a tremendous pass rusher. And guys, I know Bronco fans are not NFC fans or Ram fans or anybody like that, but guess who we play this year? Yeah, those guys.
Too.
Those guys. The Rams. Holy crap. Anyways, so Myles Garrett is a really good pass rusher. No doubt about it. twofold question, Spence. Is that deal worth it for the Rams? Is it all or nothing? Is it a better deal for the Browns? Oh, and my third question is, does this make the Rams odds-on favorite to be favored in every single game this year?
Wow. When I heard this trade down, I was like, what did they get for him? A first, a staggering first, second, and third. I thought it would have had to have been 2 first-round draft picks, but
no, and they also got Jared Verse
and got Jared Verse. So they got a replacement for Myles Garrett. No one can replace Myles Garrett, but they got someone to replace him, and a first and a second and a third. Cleveland, I think, did the best they could given the situation, and I think they'll be
okay. Go ahead, finish your thought.
I think they'll be fine.
So here's my thought, real quick. Why did they want to get rid of Myles Garrett? Are they in a rebuild?
Oh, yeah. The Browns just cannot find any stability at all right now. And so they're probably just getting rid of salary, doing salary dumps. Hopefully they'll rebuild through the draft. And unfortunately, the Rams' first-round pick is going to be like a late, very, very late first-round pick or second round.
Could be 32. Yeah.
So Cleveland's looking to rebuild in some shape or form. I wish them the best. If this was the best deal they could get at the time, it clears the books of salary, gives them 3 draft picks, gives them a player. Now they can go rebuild. Now for the Rams. Garrett signed a 5-year, $203 million contract.
Wow.
And with them just signing Stratford to a big deal. Mm-hmm. I looked at the numbers. The Rams are over the salary cap for 2026. What are they going to do?
Wow.
Right now, as it stands, they're slightly over the salary cap. So they've still got some moves to do. Now, that defense needed to get better. If Seattle could score 37 off them, 34 off them, they had to get better. They have gotten better. Yeah. Will they be favored in every single game? Don't think they'll be favored per se when they go to Seattle. Maybe, maybe not. Will they be favored when they come to Denver? Most likely the odds makers. The odds makers don't like the Broncos.
I know. Nobody likes it. The NFL doesn't. Look what they did week 1. Games in Kansas City. Unbelievable.
And we'll talk about that momentarily. It's issue.
Oh yeah.
But I think the difference in this trade is the Rams are thinking now, and now.
But they just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
That was 5 years ago. What
that
have
was
you done
5 years ago?
2021.
Right? Good gosh, time's flying. Holy smokes. I didn't think it was 5 years ago.
Think about the Rams right now. They have got a window of opportunity where the Broncos' window of opportunity is that, the Rams is that. They've got to take advantage of that window of opportunity right now. And I applaud them for taking this gamble and taking this risk. It could potentially pay off with the Super Bowl championship. Who knows? I still want to see and would like to see Broncos, Rams in the Super Bowl. We should have had that this past Super Bowl. Would love for an opportunity for the next Super Bowl.
Yeah, true. Speaking of the Broncos and the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, to open up Monday Night Football this coming year, listen to this. Before we do that, Jack gave a great congratulations to my grandkids. So I just want to say thanks, Jack, for acknowledging that. Really do appreciate it. Grandkids love seeing their names or hearing their names talked about on the show. It's all good.
Grandpa said our names. Yeah.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. When the Broncos play the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night, this coming season to open up Monday Night Football in Kansas City. There's going to be a new $500 million player. Here it is. Kansas City Chiefs are adding 2 years to Patrick Mahomes' contract, keeping him in Kansas City through the 2033 season. His new salary will be, sit down, guys, because this is shocking. His new salary, first off, before I give that, Spence, how old is Patrick Mahomes? 24, 25, 26, 27?
No.
He's
I
under.
believe he's 29, but let me verify it.
Just curious because I'm going to make a point.
He's 30.
Okay.
He'll be 31 in September.
Okay. So during the season, his new contract at age 30 will be a whopping $504.75 million, making him the first contract to surpass the $500 million mark in the entire NFL. Spence, is he worth it, for one? And two, why would they give him that kind of a contract extension coming off an ACL and MCL or whatever tear he had? They have no idea how he's going to perform. Why would you go on a limb and do that?
Well, let's first give a shout out to Martin Mile High, who says if Mahomes stay healthy coming off a major injury,
Right.
that is the big risk. So either Kansas City knows that he's making strides and recovering and willing to lock him up, or they're just rolling the dice. Me personally, they're trying. Kansas City is thinking, with the way salaries are going up and 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 up, book them now for a reasonable amount and see if it pays off. Me, if I'm a general manager right now, I want to see him play one more season before I give him another $1. I mean, it's going to be interesting, and I agree, Martin Mile High. We'll see week 1. Yeah. The recovery time from all this is, from the dual knee injuries, is about 6 to 9 months. And this wasn't just this was an LCL and MCL, not an ACL.
It wasn't the ACL.
No, it was the MCL and lateral collateral ligament and medial collateral ligament. A lot more damage. And what's going to be interesting is to see if the Broncos are going to push him to try to pivot, try to push off the leg in a lateral direction and see if there's any stability in that knee. Giving him 5 years, $100 million a year. Well, I mean, I question that unless there's something that the leadership of the Chiefs know that we do not know. I think right now it's a very, very big risk. So could be a reward if he comes back to health and he has an incredible year. But right now, right this second, coming off a major injury, it's a very big fiscal risk.
Yeah. No, I agree. And my point being my point on this is you're going to reward him on the pass, which everybody does that. Everybody rewards on the pass or gambling on the future, so to speak. But I agree with what Martin Mile High said, and that is, he's got to be healthy, and they don't know if he's going to be able to take a cut. They don't know if he's going to be able to take a hit. They don't know if he's going to be able to run and gamble and throw off balance like he's done before. I mean, the injury that he got against the Chargers, that didn't look that bad when he got hit. It's just the way the leg went and the knee went. That was the difference. What if that happens again? There goes $504.75 million right down the drain, dude. Right down the drain. And in my opinion, you don't do that. You absolutely don't do that. Now that takes me to the Bo Nix comment, not a topic, but comment along this line. The Broncos didn't do anything to his contract. They didn't say, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pick up the 5th year or whatever." I don't know if they can do that in a rookie contract. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying they didn't do it, and yet he's got an ankle injury because they don't know how he's going to perform. They don't know how he's going to be able to take a hit or move or plant or throw off his back foot off that ankle. They don't know. Kansas City, in my opinion, they took an absolute huge gamble. Huge gamble.
Yeah,
hey,
but
go ahead.
They took a gamble, but only about 175 million of that is guaranteed for the first 3 years.
Only. I'd like to have 175 million guaranteed. I'd like that right now. I'd like to have 175,000 guaranteed.
I'd love to have 175 beers guaranteed. I'll take that.
Touche, man. Touche. That was good.
And Biggie Bronco, how you doing tonight? We're doing good.
I'm doing fantastic, man. Glad to be back doing the show. Missed it last week, but really glad to be doing it again. I miss it when I don't do it. I miss it. I really do. I kept looking at the clock. Going, I know I should be doing the show. This is ridiculous.
We forgot one comment from Martin Mile High. Rams traded a guy who has only played 3 seasons for a guy who's pretty much has a few years left. That essentially, Martin, they're trading the potential for the now, and that's what you got to do if you want to make a run for the Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, true.
He followed up with that.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Click
Sorry.
it. There you go. I got it. In case you lost a wide receiver. Yep.
So I don't know where all the assets that Kansas City needed to be successful again. So
I don't know.
Risk reward.
Staying in the AFC West. Well, we did the NFC West, and now we're in the AFC West. Sorry, Jack Cannon, we don't have a Raider topic, but we do have a Charger topic, and this one I cannot agree with. I want you guys to chime in on the chat. I want Spence's comments because I don't agree with this at all. At all. And I'll make a comparison. Here we go. According to Sports Illustrated, the LA Chargers have the top best offensive trio in Justin Herbert, Omarion Hampton, and Ladd McConkey in the entire NFL.
Excuse me?
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I almost had to throw up there. Hang on. Do the Broncos match up with Bo Nix, Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins, and Waddle? My answer is no. We don't match up. We blow the doors off of them. McConkey is nowhere close to Waddle. Dobbins is head and shoulders over Hampton. And Bo Nix is not better than Justin Herbert? Hey, Sports Illustrated, put the pipe down, okay? Put it down. You guys have lost your freaking minds. That's the best trio in the NFL offensively. Spence.
You know what? Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
Come on. You make outlandish statements like that if you need attention. All right. This guy with Sports Illustrated is trying to make attention. Oh, the Chargers have the best 3. The Chargers are going to shoot themselves in the foot yet again. They're going to be injury prone. They're not going to be there. Who wrote that? Some guy at Sports Illustrated who thinks he is the man who thinks he knows everything about the NFL, who thinks, let me write a few words. The chart. He's trying to get hits. He's trying to get plugs. That's why I'm not saying his name, because you know what? Honestly, it was a joke. Next topic.
Yeah, he's an absolute moron. But when he put that up there, I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. I mean, maybe no. I was gonna say maybe even the Kansas City Chiefs are better, but not. I don't think the Chiefs have a running back, do they? But the Raiders have a running back now.
The Raiders have a running back. The Raiders have a quarterback, and Kansas City had a running back, but remember, he was the jackass of the week, and he might be in big trouble.
Yeah, true.
Thank you for that reminder, Martin Mile High.
What did he say? And remember what? I didn't see it.
No, and Martin Mile High reminded
Rice might be suspended. Yeah.
Reminded us about Rice being the jackass of the week back yonder.
Yeah, and Martin's right on it. And the Broncos gave Bo Nix more weapons at tight end and wide receiver. So there you go. Yeah. The guy's a freaking buffoon. But reason why I bring topics in like that is just to show the idiocy. That's not a right word.
Arrogance.
Just just being stupid, and I'm like, you guys are putting that out there. I mean, come on. Bo Nix and J.K. Dobbins and Jalen Waddle blows the doors off, and Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims, and the list goes on and on. This goes on. Okay, my battery's low. What? Oh. So,
hey Kevin, how you doing? Hey Bill Spencer, I know both of you agree on this. Which one was worse? Home field advantage for the Broncos and loss, or best record Colorado Avalanche and got swept by bad coaching?
Avalanche right here.
Because
Avalanche was worse because first off,
the Broncos had an injury at quarterback with Bo Nix. They could not. That was the man for the offense, and unfortunately, the defense did everything they could. But you got to have it on both sides of the ball. And Colorado, hey, I made money betting that series against Vegas, thinking that it would go less than 5.5 games. So I won on that. But man, I did not think Vegas was going to do that to the Avalanche at all.
Well, Vegas has always had our number in years past. We lost to them, I think, 3 or 4 years ago in the playoffs. The year they won the Stanley Cup was the year that we lost to them. They've always had our number. They had our number during the season. I don't know what it is about Vegas that Colorado can't get past the hump. But being swept by Vegas, no, I never saw that. That was worse than the Broncos' home field advantage. And the reason why, to me, is twofold. One, the Broncos had a backup quarterback. There was bad coaching on certain plays and a snowstorm that made it dang near impossible for Stidham to do anything. Whereas the Avalanche, they had the best record in hockey. They had home ice advantage. They had they swept the Kings. Sorry about that, Spence. They swept the Kings. They beat Minnesota 4-1. They'd only lost 1 game in the entire playoffs, and Carolina was 8-0, and Colorado was 7-1. You figure those are the 2 teams that are going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. And then the Avalanche had a 3-0 lead in Game 3 and blew it and lost 5-3. When that happened, I said, "There's no way we're winning Game 4. No way we're winning Game 4." Oh, no doubt about it. Our goalies suck. Goalies suck. Now, they didn't stink up the joint the entire year or entire season. It's just when it came down to, brass tacks, so to speak, or, put up or shut up, they neither one of those goalies had ever been in that kind of situation. Neither one of those goalies had ever been in that kind of pressure. So that's the reason why, in my opinion, come on, you've got to tip your hat to Hart. the goalie of Vegas, that dude was insane. I mean, that guy was making stops that were just not supposed to be made. Yeah. Amazing. But yeah, to answer your question, no, the Avalanche, 4 and out was worse. Absolutely worse.
And without steady mistake, the Pats did nothing offense. That mistake, that mistake led to 7 points. That was it. And two mistakes. The other mistake, that coaching decision. But you know what?
Yeah.
Lessons learned. Hopefully, the next time Sean Payton's told a snowstorm is coming in the next 30 minutes, you take the 3 points and you take the 2 possession lead.
Yep.
So,
I agree.
all right, Jack Kenna's got an interesting question. At Bill and Spence, what you think about the Sharks getting the 2nd overall pick in this year's draft? Fix. Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't. Does the NHL do the lottery like basketball? I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it ought to be according to how you finish, period. But I know why they do it. They do it so you don't tank.
Exactly.
That's the reason.
But you know what?
And I get it.
I mean, Jack, you've got resources there with the Sharks, and you're building a potential playoff team. The Kings are going to start falling off. Edmonton has probably hit their plateau. Vegas, you never know with them. Vancouver's not doing well. Calgary's fading off. Anaheim, could they be a one and done? So you've got all the potential with the Sharks to make a good move upcoming next year.
Hey, what's that song? Baby Shark, baby. How's that go? What's that shark baby? Come on, help me out. You know what I'm talking about. That'll be their intro when they come out. What's it called? Come on, guys in the chat. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's that one the kids would sing years ago. Baby shark, baby. No, that's not it. Baby shark.
Shark do shark do.
There you go. That's it.
Oh God, come on! My kids are not that young anymore. Baby shark do baby shark do baby shark do baby shark.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Jack, take that one. That was for you, man.
My daughter's watching watching the show and just going, "Oh my God, Daddy!"
You just did that shark baby show. I forgot whatever he did. Yeah, whatever he said. Oh, that was classic, dude.
Interesting. Talking about Kansas City overpaid.
Sorry, I know you brought it up, but I didn't read it. Chris Gonzalez says vanilla ice shark baby. That is so good. That is so good, dude. I like that one. Shark baby.
Shark. And Jack cannot wait for hockey for next year. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, because he wants us to shut up.
Preseason for 26-27 starts in September.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Chris, how you doing? Mr. Chris Gonzalez. Calculated move to bring Von Miller back without losing Coop, who is the hell gets arrested for biting a cell phone. Officers involved are Chiefs refs in disguise. A stretch.
Yeah, it is. But hey, I like the way he thinks. At least he's commenting.
Absolutely, Chris. We appreciate your comment.
Biggie Ryan said, my kid used to listen to that, and they're in their 20s.
Baby shark.
Oh my gosh! You know who's a baby shark? Speaking of the San Jose Sharks, is that freaking phenom of what? He's 19 years old.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. Golly, that kid is good. I'll tell you what, man. Nathan McKinnon has got competition on his heels. Because you're very welcome, Jack. You're very welcome. It says, thank you, fellows. Absolutely. Speaking of the Avalanche, the question brought you guys are so good in the chat. I don't put out my topics To anybody and everybody out there, it's just I just do it, keep it in house, so to speak. But you guys seem to have ESP because you brought up the question about the brought up the question about the Avalanche or the Broncos, which one was the worst defeat. That leads me right into why I'm wearing the Avalanche hat. Wearing the Avalanche hat, not because they're in the finals, because they're not, but because there is a player on the team that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Here it is. The Colorado Avalanche want their two-time Norris Trophy winning defenseman Cale Makar to be an Avalanche for his entire career, per Joe Sakic, general manager and player personnel. Sakic said, and I quote, "We're talking to his agent, and we are confident we'll get something worked out by this summer," end quote. Makar has 1 year left on his existing contract, but Joe Sakic is bound and determined to keep Makar in an Avalanche sweater for his entire career. Spence, they've got McKinnon signed through 2030. They've got Makar signed through 2030, but they want to extend it further. They just re-signed the head coach, Jared Bednar, to 2030. They've got Gabriel Landeskog signed for 2030. The point I'm trying to make is this team is keeping all of its players together to make that one more or two more push to win the Stanley Cup. They have a very, very bad sour taste in their mouth by getting swept by Vegas. Joe Sakic said that as well. He also said that we're not saying it's Stanley Cup or bust. What we're saying is Stanley Cup is a must. Not a bust if we don't make it, but it's a must. Keeping Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog, all of these key players that they're signing and have signed and are keeping, along with Jared Bednar, the head coach, and all their coaching staff, sends a strong message that we believe in you guys and we are doing anything and everything we can to get back to the Stanley Cup, no matter what it takes. Spence, is that a great move, or do you think that's a reach?
Look, you would probably know better than me. I would say this: you keep the team if you can keep the team together that made this run, that got the President's Cup for the NHL, you keep them together. You just got to figure out how to avoid Vegas in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to figure out how to beat. You know how you beat Vegas? You go and get somebody like a Vasilevsky goaltender. That's never going to happen. They're never going to give up Vasilevsky, the Tampa Bay Lightning. But you got to get somebody like that. You got to get a goaltender like Hart for Vegas. You got to get a goaltender in Carolina's got some issues right now, but you got to get a goaltender that can play not all 82 games, because you got two, you alter back and forth, but you got to get a goaltender who has experience in the playoffs. Avalanche didn't have that this year. They didn't have one single goaltender that had NHL playoff experience until this year, and it reared its ugly head. I personally am absolutely stoked to have Cale Makar. Absolutely stoked to have Cale Makar, and to keep him for his entire career in Colorado would be amazing. Just like to keep Nathan McKinnon for his entire career. That'd be absolutely well. Yes.
5-minute warning.
You got a 5-minute warning?
Yeah,
okay.
I think.
No problem. Let's get to this one. Let's get to this topic real quick, because I know this is important too. All right. Here we go.
Hang on. Before you go, even more pressing. I got good news yesterday. I do not have no cancer in my lungs. I don't have none in my kidneys. If I have to go through one more surgery, not two. Kingy Bronco,
wow.
That's great news to hear.
That is good
news.
But then he follows up by saying, right here.
There it is.
Yep.
They got to remove the lower part of my liver and my lower bowel duct where the gallbladder are resting. Hey,
at least that's better than cancer. It's better than cancer.
Hey, better if it gets into the lungs. So glad it's not in the lungs. Do the best you can. Fight it off as hard as you can. Wish you the very best, Kingy Broncos. All right?
Yeah.
Wish you the very best.
Absolutely. I agree. All right. The Denver Broncos have made it very clear how much they value Sean Payton. So the Broncos have rewarded Payton with a new 5-year extension per ESPN. Under Payton, Denver has thrived with the third most wins in the National Football League over the past 2 seasons, including the AFC Championship last year, the AFC Championship appearance last year, and AFC West best record also last year. Congratulations to Sean Payton, and thank goodness he's staying. Why? Because he has turned this franchise around, and Bo Nix is thriving in it. That's why Waddle came here. He's excited to be here. That's why Dobbins is excited to still be here. They love this team. They love Colorado, and they love Sean Payton. They buy into his system, and now that Sean Payton is not calling the plays, I think this is a fantastic move. Spence, I see nothing but ceiling up here for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, so when we talked about this 2 weeks ago when they extended our general manager, you had asked me, should they extend Sean Payton? I was kind of well, let's see one more year. You know what? They got all the tools necessary. If they feel confident that he's going to be leading this team and be a stable leader for the next 5 years, extend him, keep that stability when it comes to the leadership role. Good decision. Balance from the top to the bottom.
Yep, I agree. All right, last 2 topics. We're going to fly through them because I want Spence's comments on there as well as in the chat if he has to leave. What?
We can keep going. I thought they were breaking up the practice. They're not. So we're good.
Okay. So that's good. Okay, to get this one real quick because it's Welder's Fence.
Welder's Fence.
Nice to have you in the chat.
Good to see you. Sutton and Waddle might be an amazing duo right up there with Lamb and Pickens. Absolutely. And why I like Waddle coming to the team is he has the potential to be a number 1 receiver without the number 1 attitude that I have to have the ball. If Sutton and Waddle can bond where they're looking at 3 to 4 catches a game each and it spread them around the team, this team offensively is going to thrive.
Yeah, I agree. And just to finish up on the Avalanche topic, Martin Mahai said lots of the Av stars did nothing in the playoffs, especially Brock Nelson. That's because the Vegas Golden Knights, they just smothered. They just stood up at the blue line and didn't allow any momentum getting into the offensive zone. And it was a complete disaster. They got to figure out a way to beat them, or they're never going to get back to the Stanley Cup the way the playoff system is. I don't like the playoff system. But we that's a whole other topic. I can talk half hour on that one. But anyways, okay. Kingy Bronco says, I like what Davis Webb said about Waddle and what he sees for the offense. Yeah, he absolutely loves it. He says Waddle's route running, his attention to discipline. Yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay. His attention to discipline, his focus on what he's doing, Waddle, that is, from Davis Webb is saying that the kid's just amazing. He's just absolutely amazing at what he does. So that's fantastic. All right. Oh yeah. We were soft like butter. You got that right. Ain't no doubt about that, Martin. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Avalanche again. No doubt about it. All right. So last two topics, which makes Spence's wife Anna very happy. And here is this one. This one I really wanted to get your thoughts on this, Spence. All right, here we go. The Denver Bronco defense last season was one of the top in the NFL. Fox Sports, Ben Arthur, has projected the Broncos to be the best? No. Second best? No. Third most feared defense in the NFL in 2026. The top two projected defenses are Seattle Seahawks.
What?
And Houston Texans.
Okay, I buy Houston, but I do not buy Seattle because he's predicting Seattle's defense is going to do to everybody what they did to New England. New England had no offense. Seattle, you know what? If U.S. scored, yeah, goal.
Yeah, I should play that. I don't have it though. But yeah, Seattle defense. We played them this year, guys. We'll find out.
Yeah, and I predicted a win by us.
Really?
Yep. That was a Thursday night game.
Okay. But that's in Seattle, is it not, or is it Denver?
No, it's in Denver.
Okay. That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'll be interested to find that out. I mean, not find out, but see which defense is better, which offense is better. Is better. All right. Now,
but just to finish up, yes, I think us being top three, okay, I can live with it. I didn't research it because I wanted to be surprised who was going to be that. I knew Houston was going to be there. So who is the other team was going to be the question. And Seattle, no.
Okay.
I'm not buying it.
Is in your opinion, it's the Bronco defense as we stand now with who we drafted and all that, not seeing him in action or any of that, on paper, do you say they're better than Seattle's?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Ooh, that's true. I forgot.
They're going to miss Kubiak.
Kubiak went to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's their head coach. That hurts, man. That hurts big time. I told Jack Kennan we didn't have any Raider talk. Well, I guess we do. Because I'll tell you
go. There you go, Jack.
Clint Kubiak is going to be a really good head coach. Look at the pedigree. Look at the pedigree. Look who his dad is. His dad coached the Broncos to a Super Bowl. You don't think that is not going to be evident in the Raiders? Not that the Raiders are going to win a Super Bowl this coming year. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying Clint Kubiak, the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree, guys. It doesn't fall far from the tree. So don't even think for one moment that the Raiders are going to be a pushover, because they're not going to be. They're not going to be a pushover. Not with the players that they got, not with the draft picks that they got, not with the head coach that they got. AFC West is loaded when it comes to head coaches. Sean Payton, and then you got
Andy Reid,
and then you've got Harbaugh, and now you got Kubiak. Holy crap! Three of the four won Super Bowls. 3 of the 4 won Super Bowls. Sean Payton's won Super Bowl, Reed's won Super Bowl, and so has Kubiak won Super Bowl. The only one is the team I can't stand. I hope they never win a Super Bowl. And that's the Harbaugh team. All right. Last topic, guys. You've been fantastic tonight. Thank you so much for showing up on a Friday and the June 12th. Holy smokes, we're about halfway through the month already. Raiders have no wide receiver, and their defense is awful, and Cousins is their quarterback. Oh, yeah. And I didn't bring in this topic, but it looks like J.J. McCarthy is upset with the organization and is talking about wanting to be traded.
No one's going to trade for him.
No, I agree as well. That's why I didn't bring it in, because it wasn't It's just something he wants, but there's no validity to it. All right. Very last topic, guys. Once again, thank you so much for your support each and every week. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemy. Well, maybe you don't talk to your enemies. Tell your friends, your family, your coworkers about the show. Really do appreciate it. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up. It really does let everybody else know that you appreciate the show and what we do. We thank you guys each and every week. All right, here it is. The Broncos, this is great news. On one aspect and on another, it's still great news, but it's a little pushback. Okay. Denver Broncos have finalized a $45.8 million sale agreement with the Colorado Department of Transportation to acquire the Burnham Yard site for the new stadium. That's done. They've finalized it. Now, the final closing is expected this fall, where they sign the papers, they do all the preliminary, whatever. You know all more about that than I do, Spence, with all your legal stuff. The formal closing is expected this fall, with stadium construction not kicking off until 2027. That tells me we're not getting a stadium by 2030, like they hoped. You think?
Well, here's the thing. If you
3 years, it took SoFi. Well, SoFi had to go down 250 feet to get below the.
If you start construction in the beginning of 2027 and you finish at the end of 2030, that's still
but they were hoping for the 2030 NFL season.
Might be a stretch, but let's get to a few of the details. So the details was $45.8 million for 58 acres. Now, what is that? How did they come to that value? That's the exact value covering the state's outstanding loan for that property. The Colorado Department of Transportation bought the land from Union Pacific in 2021 for $50 million and have been slowly paying down the loan. So it's supposed to, as Bill said, it's supposed to complete in the fall of 2026. Now, they cannot start the construction just like that because they don't have ownership of the land. They've got to get all the permits. They got to get all the approvals. They got to grease the right politicians who are going to fight like this. Oh, yeah, support. I give my support to the Broncos. Yeah, give me a little money. Come on. I mean,
yeah,
it's a game. I could say this. We've talked all about everything here for the Broncos and how this is going to help them. It's going to create a new city facility, which is run by the Broncos, operated by the Broncos, oversought by the Broncos, bringing value 365 days out of the year. So if it gets done by 2030, great. If it gets done by 2031, fine. 2032, okay. Just get it right.
Yeah, but you're younger than me. I want to be able to see the stadium, dude.
Stop it.
I'm just messing with you. The reason why I was laughing is because when you said that what'd you say? You said that they bought it for $50 million and they've been paying it down and it's still $48 million. And I'm thinking, yeah, and Walton goes, okay, write a check for $48.75 million. We're done.
There you go.
and everybody, they're paying it down slow. And also, boom. That's what Walmart does. My wife's like,
that's what Walmart does. They see a great deal, they see a great value, and they pounce on it. This is going to be a good value. It's not going to reap the return on investment within 5, 6, 7 years, but boy, come the mid 2030s, when you and I are still walking around doing this podcast and going to Bronco games, we are going to have fun.
Oh yeah. Now,
hey, Nando Magic, salute to you.
What's going on, Nando? What's happening, man? Glad to have you on the chat. Absolutely. I did not know this. My wife used to work for Walmart, and she told me that Walmart also owns Sam's Club.
Yeah.
which is, I don't know if it's around the Sam's Club's around the country, but it's out here in California. And she said they also own something else, but I don't know what it is. Walmart, Sam's Club, and is it Walgreens? I don't think it's Walgreens.
No.
I don't think so. But anyways, I know it's Walmart and Sam's Club. That's crazy. No wonder they got so much money. Shoot, must be nice, man. Oh, do you agree? I don't know about this. And they meaning the Broncos are having that PSL. What's PSL?
Personal seat licensing
For tickets, so that's an extra 25,000.
It's another way to gouge the fans.
And then he follows up by saying right here, and tickets are already expensive.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Okay, 5 minutes. All right, we are done, guys. Hope you guys got money. Well, hey, we're married. Our wives have the money.
Yeah, I got my tax refund. I was like, yeah, let's invest. Oh, we have your bill to pay.
Yep. Yep.
You think we got any refund? No. How much of it did we get? 0.
Yep. All right. One more quick shout out to our sponsor. Sorry about that. Charlie's Creations. Charlie's Creations. Please check it out. She's got shirts, hats, things for kids, adults, children, whatever you're looking for. Please check it out. We'll keep that up there as Spence goes through the list of all of those people that took the time to be in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Friday night, mid-June. Go ahead, Spence.
Yep, better invest in Walmart stock. Martin Mile High. Martin Mile High, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Brad, thank you so much for checking in. Appreciate it. David Yonkin, leading off the show as always. Thank you so much. Jack Kenna, Sharks Talk. Come on. Hockey doesn't begin in September, but I know you're happy with the second overall pick. Kingy Bronco, thank you for the great news that you're about the cancer situation. I hope it gets resolved for you. Kevin Underwood, thank you so much for your comment. Appreciate you. Bill Spence, you are a great duo when it comes to good topics. Keep it up. Have a good weekend. Catch up with you guys next time. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you
Kevin.
so much, man.
Chris Gonzalez, thank you for being a part of the show. Appreciate you coming in. Welders Fence, appreciate you chiming in, being a part of the show. And Nando Magic, thank you guys so much. I know it's our off season, a little slow right now, but we're going to be starting to pick it up coming in the next few months.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys.
Take us out, Bill.
All right, you guys have been amazing. I'm just going to leave that up there as we go out. You guys are amazing. Thank you so very much for being a part of the show. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. If you're into soccer, go, what do they call it? The World Cup. Go USA, go Mexico, go Canada, go whoever you're cheering for. Just enjoy your sports weekend. Guys, we will see you next Friday in the chat. Till then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down 'cause the